Hey guys, it's Dave again, back again here in Dave's Dimension, back again for another video. We got a special unboxing today. Today's November 15th, 2020, and Lego released the Ecto-1 Ghostbusters Afterlife edition. Now, this is not the Ecto that came out a few years back. This one measures out to a full 18 inches long. This thing's massive. I went to my local Lego store this morning. A couple of my friends, we all got together and we went down there this morning. And our Lego store had about 15 of them. So obviously, it's something that is going to be in demand. Don't fret if you don't have a Lego store near you or if you can't get to one. You can go to lego.com, go to their website. I'm going to leave the link in below. I'm also going to leave a link where you can register to be a VIP member. Now, it doesn't cost anything. There's no membership. There's nothing that costs extra. You fill out a form online, and you're on their VIP listing. It's a way for them to track sales and also to send promotions. Your basic marketing. Now, it is true that this does retail for $199.99. So this was 2 bones. After tax, about $217. Still, not bad. I'm in New York State. We have the 8.75% sales tax. So, now, it is what it is. It's definitely worth it. I've seen people do a few reviews. I've seen the pictures online. It looks amazing. Now, also, I got a little extra. What they've been doing is giving out these little mini posters, but it's photoshopped with the Lego version of the Ecto-1 in the Afterlife poster. So this is a very nice, cool little keepsake. They give it to you in a nice little sealed plastic, and this is not flimsy paper either. This is some nice photo stock that they have it on. And I'm going to get myself a nice little frame for this. It's got the Lego VIP, and that's where the membership, where you sign up. Only the VIP members actually got these. Okay? So if you're ordering it online, make sure you're set up as a VIP member first. Like I said, there's no cost, there's no charge. No, this video is not sponsored by Lego. I wish, but no. This, this is just a nice little added perk that we get for this, guys. So we're gonna jump into this. Okay, this is gonna be a fresh unbox. I'll get my knife out. Now, I went to my Lego store. Obviously I was masked up. They had a few of these out at the registers at a time. Every time they sold out, more they were pulling more from the back. But I believe they had a total of 15. So obviously you want to hit up your Lego store if you have one nearby. If not, just go to lego.com. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description below. So yeah, I'm really psyched. Why am I psyched? Well, because I have a love of all things Ghostbusters. But two, I mean, this is the first time I've done anything Lego to this scale. I mean, as a kid growing up in the 80s, we didn't have the themes Lego sets. You had a bunch of Legos, you used your imagination, and that's how you went about it. So this was going to be a brand new experience. I did do a Lego Batmobile, not the 1989 Michael Keaton Batmobile. I would love to. That one's $249. So that might be something I do. Maybe, who knows? Maybe after Christmas, or maybe someone, maybe Santa or Satan Claus or whoever the hell's out there gets me something for the holidays. We'll see what happens. Now, let's go over a few specs here before we rip this bad boy open. Okay. As you can see, this is themed in Afterlife. We have little decals. Now, I don't know if they are on a separate sheet of paper or a separate decal sheet, or if they're already on the bricks, but we'll find out in a few minutes. But you get some rust spots here all throughout the vehicle to give it that wear and tear kind of a look. Now, everything still looks pretty solid white. I mean, if you want to, if you're good with painting, you can do take some brown ember, some dry brushing on it to really give it more of a dusted, kind of dirty look. That's something you can do, or just leave it as is. Now, given a choice, I'm probably going to leave mine, if these are decals, I might leave mine off. But we'll see what happens once we open it. Now, This is approved for 18 years and older. See, 18 plus. So no giving this to a 5-year-old unless you're going to help them put it together, guys. This is series 10274. That is 10274. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Okay. And we have, that's right, 2,352 pieces. 2,352 pieces. Okay. Of course, we got the official Ghostbusters Afterlife logo right here. The no ghost, that's a little bit faded and worn, with the little rivets all along it. We got the nice Ghostbusters branding all over the box here. Little look at the back. Ghostbusters logo, Lego logo. And again, they have a nice little Lego block branding right there. And I believe you can cut that off. No, what does that say? Oh, that's the actual size of the door panel with the logo on it. So it actually shows you the actual size here, guys. So that's what that is. And yes, little spoiler alert. There is a remote control trap. And that actually ejects out of the unit. Now, they give you the full scaling right here. 47 centimeters long by 18.5 inches long. Height is 22 centimeters high or 8.5 inches long. Like I said, this is going to be a good size, and I'll do a comparison with, I have the Playmobil Ecto-1 and Ecto-1A, so we'll do some comparisons with those guys. But the detail on here, it looks amazing, and as a fan of Ghostbusters, this is my first Lego Ghostbuster, so we will see. It would help if I use the blade, the sharp end up, okay? I'm trying to be as careful as possible, because usually, you guys know I'm an out-of-box collector, but I actually want to preserve this box if I can. Okay, so here's one box with a series number 6326195. That's all that it says on here, so we'll set that one to the side. And then looks like we got the front windshield. That's pretty good size, and look at those big nice chunky rubber wheels we got right there, guys. So that's a bag. Yeah, we have another bag. These are your basic Lego pieces, so there's quite a few. Like I said, it's 2,352. So we'll get all the bags out. Bag 8. Bag 10. Let's just slide the rest out. Okay, we actually have a bag stuck. Let me see if you guys can see this. I actually have a bag stuck all the way in the bottom. Not anymore. Okay, so we're going to set the box to the side. So what do we have here? We have number 10, number 12, 11, 10. Apparently we got multiple pulls. These pieces probably go with each of these little packages. There's quite a bit here, guys. Quite a bit. This is 3. This one actually has no marking on it. We'll just set that aside. Now, the magical question. The question on everyone's mind is, are these decals, or are they decals that are printed right on the pieces? I'm trying to find a bag that should have the rest on it. I'm not finding one just yet, guys. Sorry this is taking so long. Okay. Nothing in the bags yet. So we're going to dive into the box. Okay. And no, I'm not going to do a video of me sitting here putting these together. Thanks to the magic of editing, I will follow up the video once it is fully constructed, guys. Okay? One, I don't think you want me running the camera the entire time. And two, I don't want to bore you guys with me running the camera the entire time. We have more bags. And more bags. And more bags. And more bags. And more. And more. Holy funky butt loving. Little Sandlot reference for you guys. And that's it for the box. So, and take a look at this beefy book. So yes, these are decals. The rest are decals. So you can put them on if you want or not. It's your collectible. You display it how you want it. So we're going to get rid of this bag for now. So these appear to be transparent. Well, kind of almost translucent. We have an Ecto-1 and 2. We have the warning light decals. And then we have repeats of the rust in case you want to do the rust on the bricks. I'm going to leave mine as is. Now, spoilers. Here we are in spoiler territory. Now, you've seen the trap with the wheels. It's called an RTV, Remote Trap Vehicle. We have a little decal for, there's a part of it is a Stay Puft bag. So you get a little bag of marshmallows that you can put in the front seat. Now, apparently these do not come with any figures because obviously with the scale of this vehicle, it would be bigger than your average Lego figure. Okay? We have, looks like some diagnostic panels that might go on a few spots. We have some silver trim here, which I obviously imagine goes for the vehicle itself. We get the decal of Cadillac because the Ghostbusters car, for those who are not initiated or do not know, it was a 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor ambulance. Okay, so a little tidbit there. Now you might be wondering, okay, why are these clear? Well, you're going to have the yellow bricks for the license plate, and this is going to simply go right over. Now, what I would recommend with my experience with doing decals, if you don't have tweezers or a hobby knife, also known as an X-Acto blade, this is what I've used in the past. Well, cleaner one. I've used this for different projects, but you want to have a nice clean one because that way you can just kind of lift under the decal. Use the tip of this as kind of just so you're just barely touching the side so you can lay it on the right piece, guys. Okay. Now I'm actually going to try to apply these after it's assembled. Some people may try and, as they're assembling it, maybe put a few pieces on. That's one way you can go. Now, if you do not want to be spoiled, I'm going to start going through the book here, guys. So, if you are planning on getting one and you rather see the book and see everything, surprise yourself when you get it, then stop this video and come back and watch it afterwards. Okay? So right now, I love that Lego did the manual as it looks like a car manual, like you would find back in the 80s. We had car manuals that would sit in your glove box, basically tell you the inner workings of the engine, how to work everything, and that's definitely the look of this. I mean, even the thickness of this is about right. Of course, they were a little bit smaller than this, just slightly. So we have the building instruction book. Now, when we open it up, it's got some little throwbacks, some callbacks to Ghostbusters, and this is probably references to Ghostbusters Afterlife. Help wanted, we're calling you. There are ghosts appearing all over Somerville, and we need your help right away. This is an exciting opportunity to rebuild the legendary Ecto-1 with some brand new upgrades. According to the plans we uncovered in a barn, not far from town, the car is literally in pieces. Though 2,352 of them, in fact, and you'll have the honor of putting them back together one by one. And of course, they have it in different languages. And of course, we have a very awesome screenshot of the young man. I can't think of his name right now. I'm sorry, guys. The young man who actually revs the Ecto back to life, and a little screen cap of the RTV, the remote trap. We have some history about the Ecto-1. More pictures. We got a picture of when we first see the car in the first movie, when we see the Ecto-1A in Ghostbusters 2, which is the upgraded. Now, because and this is just my point of view, guys, because the way that we see the Ecto-1 now, that we see it in the Afterlife trailer, to me that says, okay, at the beginning of Ghostbusters 1, when they were still out of business and Ray and Winston were doing the birthday parties, they pulled up in the old car. Okay, it was beat up, kind of battered. Now, and then suddenly, they're investigating the issue with Dana's baby, the slime, and then they get reinstated to be back in business, and then suddenly they have a brand new car. But the back of the Ecto-1A, one is a different license plate designation, and two, it had the rear back had this kind of like drop gates, well, not a drop gate, but a flat extended red bumper on the back. Our Ecto doesn't have this, and it doesn't have the other parts that were on the Ecto-1A, which suggests that the Ecto-1A is somewhere else, and this was the original car. Now, there are some people who might be wondering, well, what's the importance of that? The importance is we have more than one Ecto in the world. That's one thing. The importance is that, obviously they stored the car, and there's another Ecto. Who knows? Maybe we'll see the Ecto-1A or some upgraded or next generation version of it somewhere in the movie. Because we do know that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Ernie Hudson, we know that they're all back. And I can't imagine that Ray Stantz and Winston, and of course Peter Venkman, would show up without their equipment. They're obviously going to show up, and maybe we'll see some new grades, maybe new upgrades to the packs. I know in the trailer we see some loose upgrades done to the wands, to the Spengler, what's being affectionately known as the Spengler wand and pack. We know that there's been some upgrades to it. We can see some parts that have been changed around a little bit. But more, you see a picture of the Ecto-1, in fact, from Part 2, right in the beginning, because it's the New York State's white and red license plate with the blue lettering, and it just says Ecto-1, not Ecto-1A. And then, of course, we have some schematics, some hand draws for this. They have some nice detailed pictures. There's just so much in here, guys. The book has a lot of pictures. I'm not going to go page by page and show you guys every single thing, but it also shows you the car in its Lego form. And this does have a working gunner seat, guys, and I will show that to you as well. There's a lot of different mechanisms and pieces in here. There's even, it lets you see the hood. The front hood actually opens up, and it's going to allow us to see the engine. Now, obviously, they always take you through a step-by-step process. That's what most of this is here, guys. That's what most of this is. Literally, that's what a bulk of this is all the way to the back. Shows you where the car, after it's done, completed, how it functions. And I literally cannot, I don't know what, this shows you all the pieces that are in here, guys. Um, and it's got the nice GM logo on the back of it. I love that. General Motors. So I really can't wait to finish this, guys. I don't know exactly how long this will take. Right now, it's about 3:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm hoping I'll have this done by maybe 10 or 11 tonight. We'll see. It may not take me that long, but who knows? It might. I might want to savor every piece, every little step. But there it is. That is the unbox. And I have so many pieces here. So many. I really don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm excited like a little kid. I really am. So, that's what we have for right now. And we're going to check back in. And hopefully you guys will see it when it's built. Okay? So, bear with me. 1, 2. Okay, guys, it's back again here. So, we're resuming. And the car is built. Had a bit of an issue. We had some issues where, well, not an issue, but it just took a very long time to complete the build. Started about 4 in the afternoon on Sunday. Stopped about midnight because I had to work the next day. Resumed at about 6 p.m. Monday, which I was done working by that time. So, and I finally finished it at 2 in the morning. So, we're doing the video today. It's Tuesday the 17th. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 11. Okay, we turned it up to 11 on this one. This was an amazing build. I can't stress that enough, guys. Okay, this, I mean, I did do the decals. I said I was on the fence about it. I probably wasn't going to do it, but I said, screw it, I'm going to do it anyways. It looks amazing with the decals. You even have like a little decal here for Cadillac. I mean, the detail on here is insane. Got the rust spots. The only criticism I would say is I wish they would have done a little bit more variety of the rust spots. You have about 3 or 4 different variations of rust that you apply as far as the decal. Other than that, I mean, this is a home run, guys. This is a major home run. I mean, the details, I mean, you guys maybe can see this. The dish and the sniffer, they move as the car goes up and down, as it goes back and forth. Okay, I mean, that alone, that's pretty awesome right there. Also, I don't know if you can see the wheels here. Now, there's a steering wheel mechanism in here, but it's also tuned to this top dial right here. And if you notice, you can see the wheels are turning. So you can control it by that or by the steering wheel inside. As the wheel turns, the steering wheel is turning as well. You get a functional driver's side door, functional passenger side door, back passenger side door. We do not get a driver's side rear door, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And we do have a functional back door here. Okay, of course we have the antennas. We have the blue hoses. We have the sniffer, the marine radio or antenna. The dish. I mean, we have everything here. This actually rotates. This actually goes completely off, apparently. But this actually bends back down. I guess in case maybe you have a low shelf, or who knows? Would Hasbro, or sorry, not Hasbro, but Lego, would Lego actually do a larger scene, like a set that this can go to, like maybe the barn or some kind of secret hideout for the car? I mean, who knows? Maybe a street scene where, like in the teaser, where we see the Ecto roaring down the street and they're chasing after a ghost. That would be, that would be something that Lego can definitely incorporate. I mean, this. I mean, I can't really put it into succinct, minimized words. I mean, straight to the point. This is. I mean, it's just amazing. This is a creator's build collection, I believe. I mean, you get everything in here. yes, the hood does open up and you get details on the engine itself, guys. That is, if I can keep the hood open. I mean, you have tons of engine details. You can see parts of the engine where it actually has decals that says Cadillac. You get hoses that run over to where the battery is. You get the red and black for positive and negative. Everything's just, I mean, it's amazing in here, guys. The detail, we get the vents on the hood. The little louvers you can see right there. You can see that right there. I mean, the headlights, the grill, everything is just, it's just insane, guys. Okay? I mean, look at that. That detail is just awesome. Of course, you got to be careful. This is not something that you can just, oh, here, take this. Some of the parts will easily come off. So you do have to be careful. No, this does not come with any figures. However, I do know through people that I know, they have actually fit their real Ghostbuster figures into here in like a standing position, kind of reminiscent of the real Ghostbusters fan art with the Ecto plowing down the street. You see the guys kind of hanging out. That's about the best you can do here. Now, as I said, there's a fully detailed dashboard in here. You can even see when you're putting it together, you can see the radio when they would call back to headquarters. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see it. You can kind of see the steering wheel. You got a front dashboard which shows the speedometer and everything. You really can't see it because it's a little dark right now in there. But it's got the radio. It's got everything in here, guys. You can even see the panels there inside. I mean, they did an amazing job here. I mean, we have the lights, the sniffer, we have proper decal stickers on the sniffer. We got the dish back here, even the marine antenna here. Everything is, I mean, it's just great. Let's take a look around the rest of the car. Of course, we have the ladder on this side, the antenna, the blue hoses. Now the back of the Ecto. Fully functional door. And for those who haven't gotten this, or have not, there's a slight spoiler on here. As I said in the beginning of the video, if you've not seen the trailers or any of the media in regards to Afterlife, stop the video and come back. Okay? That being said, spoiler alert. It's not really a big spoiler alert, but a lot of people have not been aware of it in regards to the RTV, Remote Trap Vehicle. Now this has a nice little, I just took off the gas tank. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so sorry about that. Part of the gas tank came off. There's a mechanism on here, right here, that when you pull this out, a little ramp pops out, and we get a rolling trap. Nice little fun rolling trap that Lego included on here. This is going to be something that either is built or something that they made, or Egon may have made. We don't have confirmation if this is something that the kids make themselves, or if this was something that maybe Egon had made before he passed away. Now, of course, as I said in the beginning of the video, there's a lot of speculation as to the nature of the Ecto being on the farm, being in storage, so to speak. I mean, obviously we'll find more. Now, this is just a simple mechanism. You pull this out, the ramp drops down, you push it back in, the ramp is back into place. Okay? And then, of course, you can just drop the trap back in, and he's in his nice little hideaway. Now, on here, there are, just like in the original first two movies, we have all the internal components, all the diagnostic components that the Ghostbusters would have used. All their diagnostic gear is labeled in here. There's controls, there's recording equipment, analyzing equipment inside here. You can kind of see some of that right there. I mean, everything is inside there. Also, in the back area, there are technically 3 seats. There is the seat that's right by this window, there is the gunner seat, and then there's another seat on the opposite side, just like the layout in the original movie. The original first 2 movies. Now, I'm going to try and see if I can trigger this here. So, there's another trigger function in here that pushes out the gunner seats. See? And I'll try and show you guys here. We got detail. That is a Proton Pack. Let me see if I can. There you go. And we have the Neutrino wand hooked right on the side of it. Okay? And you even have a little arrow right there. So you just push this back in, and this, as it's in here, it's actually rotating back into place. So that's very cool. Now you should open up the door before pushing the mechanism, because otherwise this is trying to push against the weight of the door. It's not going to freely move. Now there is a little spring-loaded mechanism in here, and it's very cool that they added that in here to make it easier for us. Okay. Now here again we have another door here. However, we also get another little Easter egg, if you will. We get a little Stay Puft Marshmallow bag. Nice little small piece. I mean, they didn't have to throw that in here, but they did. And I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so we have that in there. And, I mean, just on the function alone, guys. Let me just strain those wheels. Just on the function alone, I mean, this is amazing. And again, I'm going to do a comparison here. Here we are with Playmobil. A full-on comparison between Afterlife Lego and the Playmobil. It dwarfs it. I mean, look at this. I have this end to front. I mean, you could, it's about pretty much from, this only reaches from the back of the car to the front of the front door here. That's as far as this goes. I mean, this is insane. Could we take the Playmobil figures out? Will they fit inside here? Crazy enough, they do. Crazy enough, they kind of do. I mean, it's not perfect scale. Now, of course, that's Playmobil Janine, because that's the first Playmobil Ecto. So we're going to try something else now, guys. We're going to see how well does she fit on the gunner's chair. That actually fits pretty good, guys. I mean, she fits pretty damn good on that chair, guys. So that's something you can kind of do. So you probably can take the Playmobil guys. There's Winston from the first one. So we got him in the gunner's chair. And it works. That works. It's a thing you can do if you want to. Not saying you have to, but if you want to, it's definitely a thing you could do. Now, as I said, this is definitely a major, definite need for any Ghostbuster fan or any Lego creator fan. Any kind of Lego fan, you're going to love this. I mean, this is 18.5 inches long, guys. This thing is massive. It's functional. There are light kits out there through Etsy. People have already made versions of the light kits and they have them out there. I don't know how well they are. I don't even know if I'm going to go that route. I may not. I have not had any experiences with those. But I mean, just the detail that they went in here. But the rust decals, the wheels, the functionality, I mean, I c- nothing I say can do this justice. This is an amazing, amazing collection. It is a price point of $199.99. However, um, definitely one thing that's worth getting is if you're going to Lego's website, lego.com, and I'll throw a link in the description below again. I mentioned that before. You can sign up for their VIP club, which costs nothing. But if you go in store to get this, or if you get this, you order it online, you also get a mini poster. The Afterlife teaser poster that has Ecto-1 going to the cornfield, well, they have the Lego version of Ecto-1 going to that same cornfield. If you're a Ghostbuster fan, you're going to want to get that, guys. I mean, we even have rust up here. I mean, the details of the tanks. I mean, everything. I mean, I can't, I'm gushing about it. Yes, I am. It is an amazing collection. For more comparison, we have Transformers Ectotron. I mean, practically, he can almost fit inside the... No, no, no. He's still a little too wide. But, I mean, look at this. I mean, that's how small he is. Compared to this. I mean, this thing is massive, guys. I can't say enough about it. I mean, I love it. It would be really awesome if Lego maybe did another version of this without the decals. Maybe a Ecto-1A from Ghostbusters 2. Because honestly, I mean, you could get another one of these, leave out the rust decals, and you have the Ecto-1 from the first movie. I mean, it's just that simple. But it would be great. I mean, I know a lot of people who are big, big Ecto 1A, which is Ghostbusters 2 Ecto fans. I mean, it would be awesome. I mean, I can't wait. Lego got me back as a fan now because I haven't done Lego since I was a little kid. Um, and the reason why I did Legos as a kid was actually hand and eye coordination issues. Um, Long story short, I was born, my eyes were crossed. You can't see that now. My eyes were crossed and they did separation surgery, but my left eye became the stronger, dominant one. And I only see through my left eye unless I close it, and then I can see partially through my right eye. And that messed up my hand and eye coordination for years. I went to occupational therapy, where they try and reteach you balance, things of that nature, hand and eye coordination. I mean, most people when they write like this. I can't write like that. When I write that way, it comes out looking like scribble, like maybe I'm someone who has um, Parkinson's, or I just have tremors going in my hand. That's kind of how it works. I can write nice and steady if I write like this. That's just how my coordination of my eyes work. I can't do VR. I can't do 3D. So Oculus or any kind of 3D type environments do not work on me. But that's just my issue. As a kid, working with Legos actually helped. They told my mom that putting together Legos, working with Legos helps because you're working with small pieces. You're putting these pieces together to make something. And that helps with your dexterity and your hand and eye coordination. And to this day, I still do little exercises to help with my hand and eye coordination. Double tapping each of your extremities here. Just a little something to help with your hand and eye coordination. And I still do that. Last time I had actual therapy classes, they certified me after 6th grade. I learned to ride a bike using a scooter thanks to my dad. My dad got me a little push scooter that helped me develop my balance so I could learn how to ride a bike. I mean, I had tons of issues, but Lego was a big part of it. I mean, it helped me with my creativity, uh, with my vision, with my hand and eye coordination. I mean, Lego really helped me as a kid, and that was before we had these complex sets. I mean, that's when you just had the basic blocks. you didn't have all the round, the curves and all the kinds of pieces and um, just all the complex pieces and designs that they have nowadays. I mean, we're talking back in the 1980s, guys. We didn't have that stuff. We just had basic blocks. I mean, I made a blue and yellow Millennium Falcon that was probably no bigger than, maybe a little bit bigger than my phone here. But outside of that, I mean, it was a big part. And to come back and they announced that the Lego was doing Ecto-1, I was like, well, I've seen the smaller sets. I'm like, oh, this should be pretty cool. And I didn't think it would be this big and this complex, but I'll tell you, I love it. I love it, and trust me, my wife and I and some of my teammates, we went to the Lego store Sunday, and it was amazing there. And there's so much there I want. There's one thing I would love to have, but I really don't have the room to display it. That's a Millennium Falcon. I mean, this mojo is like, it is massive. And I think it goes for about $700 on their website. There's some other stuff there. They had the Mandalorian spaceship. They had some X-Wings. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff I want to get into. They had a ton of stuff. There's a very awesome Nintendo. They have like a little makeshift. They have like a TV with a little Nintendo box, and there's a crank on the TV, so it looks like Super Mario is actually moving. That's probably the next thing I'm gonna get, guys. I mean, it just looks amazing. So that's my review. This is a 1 out of 10. This is an 11, guys. You have to get this. If you don't get this and you're a Ghostbusters fan, you're doing yourself an injustice. I understand if there's money constraints, because I mean, 200 bones to drop on this. That's pretty intense. It is a lot, but I mean, this is a great piece. This is a great collector's item. I mean, this is the one of the first. Well, not the first, but it's one of the earliest Afterlife collectibles to come out. We have the Spengler one, which I actually have on my Proton Pack. And I mean, this thing is massive. I mean, the Spengler one was $199. Or no, Ecto-1 was $199. Spengler is still, you can still get this for $99 at GameStop and other retailers. But just to give you a comparison, this is about the length. The Spengler one's just a little bit longer. It goes to about the handle here. And of course, if we extend the barrel, then it goes out even further. But, I mean, right now, as far as the Afterlife pieces coming out, I mean, it's amazing. I'm still curious to see if they're going to do some Afterlife figures. That would be very cool. We'll see what happens. But that's it. That's it for the video, guys. So if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for more videos. We have a lot more coming out. I'm actually going to be uploading several videos today. But come back, and as always, if there's anything you guys have an interest in or you want me to check out, leave it in the comments section below, guys. I'm always here. Hopefully I'm days away from the Ben and Ken pack, and that's going to be that's going to be an insane video. So until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting and catch you on the flip side.